Hi there guys, my name is Matt Brown, and in this video I'm going to share with you what I call the $1 million cold call script. So over the last 10 years or so, I've built multiple $1 million businesses, sold a few as well, and the primary source of new business revenue for me has been the phone. So LinkedIn, Facebook, and these channels have a place, of course, but really the number one place for me to generate revenue, and for many of you out there, would be the phone. Now, how this basically works is there's a script that I'm going to share with you, and what you want to do is basically introduce yourself, get a proposition across, and then book a meeting. And then in the meeting, you're going to then close the prospect, right? So you're going to get into the detail around how the solution works and qualify really what matters to them, etc. So, but without the FaceTime, you're not going to get the deal. So this is especially true in the B2B space. And so what we're about to do today is actually phone people live, and we're going to actually walk through some real world examples, and I'm going to prove to you how this works. So hope you're sitting down and strapped in, because we're going to make some money today. So the number one starting point is the script. So the script goes like this. From a framework perspective, it's introduce yourself. The first thing the person's going to want to know is who are they talking to. The second thing you want to know or you want to say is you want to introduce some kind of personalization. So this is where you want to say that you're currently on their website and you thought you'd reach out to them personally, as an example. And then the final part is about getting to a meeting and booking the actual meeting, so you can go and do the formal sales process. So what I've done here, I've got a few numbers that I'm going to call. I've never spoken to these people before, and I'm going to show you how this process actually works. So let's do that now. So I'm going to stick on my headphones. I've connected my phone, and we're actually going to make some cold calls. So here we go. And pay attention to the structure of this score. Here we go.
Shane speaking. Hello.
Shane, good afternoon. You're talking to Matt Brown. I'm the CEO of Black Swan Technology Holdings.
Yes, how are you, Matt?
I'm very well, and you, sir?
Yes, can't complain, thank you.
Fantastic. Shane, briefly, I'm actually on your website at the moment, so I thought I would reach out to you personally.
How can I help?
Yes, I'd love to set up some time with you, Shane, actually in the next couple of weeks. There's two things I'd love to explore with you. It's essentially one, the first thing is our group offering. So our clients are the likes of Apple and Microsoft and these guys. We generate pipeline and demand across Africa and the Middle East. So I wanted to have the opportunity to explore that with you. Then the second thing is I've been running a podcast for the last 7 years. It's had millions of downloads. It's one of the biggest shows in the African, or business shows in the African continent. And I wanted to give you the opportunity to see what's happening in that space as well.
Okay, sounds interesting. I would need to pull in different stakeholders at different points in time, because we've got a lot going on with in the same space at the moment. So it would be good just to compare what you can offer versus what we're doing.
Yeah, that sounds great. Shane, do you have your diary in front of you at the moment?
I do.
Fantastic. I do have a gap tomorrow morning, or alternatively next week, anytime from 9 a.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday between 9 and 10. Is there a gap there potentially for you?
Okay, so can we have two separate sessions for each one, if
absolutely.
You don't mind? Because I'll obviously pull in marketing for the podcast. So in terms of your offering, I need to put in my fellow sales managers. So I'm just checking their diaries. Bear with me. I'm just connecting to all of their diaries first.
No problem.
Sure, they all seem to be busy up until about 10, but Thursday at 10 o'clock is open in everyone's diary. Is that good for you?
Next week, Thursday?
Yeah.
Let me see. Who is this?
In fact, we're all free from 10 to 12 if there's any other time.
That's great. That actually helps me a lot, Shane. I can do 10:30 next week, Thursday.
Perfect. Can I ask you to pop an email invite, if you don't mind, just with a little bit of content so that we can prepare, and I'll forward it to my team.
So there you have it, guys. That is the $1 Million Cold Call script in action. It works most of the time. If you can get people to answer their phones, it's a script, and I've used it in many businesses. It works. I've generated, millions of dollars in sales using a variation of this script. So use it. There's no more excuses not to sell. If you are using a script or you'd like to give me your feedback on this script, why don't you let me know in the comments below? This is Matt signing out, and I'll see you again soon.